Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of Retrospect. Today we're going to talk about the ByBit hack. This happened on February 21st, 2025, around about 2 p.m. GMT. Bitcoin took a massive hit around about 2 p.m. GMT. You can see it was teetering towards about 99,000. It then hit about 94,700 at around about 8 p.m. GMT, slowly recovering on the Saturday the 22nd to about 96,800, and it's since dropped to about just under $96,000. Ethereum also took a big knock from about $22,800 to about $2,600, but has since recovered back to its levels before the hack. It's sitting at about $2,800. But you also need to take into account that the Ethereum price has been quite suppressed as of late. XRP price looking pretty much the same as Bitcoin. It was sitting at about $2.670 at the time of the hack, and we're sitting at about $2.56 on the Sunday the 23rd. So let's look at what happened. I mean, 2 hours after the hack, ByBit made an announcement that they detected unauthorized activity on one of their ETH cold wallets. They claim that the incident occurred on one of their ETH multi-sig cold wallets when they were executing a transfer to a warm wallet, and a transaction was manipulated. The signing interface was masked. It was displaying the correct address, but the underlying smart contract was actually an unsecure address. Attacker gained full access to about $1.4 billion, they say, about 401,000 Ethereum, which is a staggering amount. At the time, ByBit was assuring their users that all the other ByBit cold wallets were fully secure and all their clients' funds are safe and their operations were continuing as usual, withdrawals continuing as usual, and they've been fairly transparent since. Yesterday, it's February 22nd, 2025, they claimed that all withdrawals were fully restored. Within the first 10 hours of the incident happening, they had 350,000 withdrawal requests, which is quite alarming. And in total, they've had 580,000 withdrawal requests. Right now, they're saying that they're back to normal on deposit and withdrawal data. They believe that it shows strong market confidence. But I mean, any exchange losing $1.4 billion of Ethereum is something to be really, really worried about. They're claiming that they need more Ethereum. Obviously, they've lost 401,000 Ethereum, and they're discussing internally how to handle that. So let's look in depth at what actually happened. I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but they're using an implementation, a multi-sig implementation called Safe. Basically, what happened is call data was manipulated, and Safe's implementation was swapped for backdoor version. Now, CZ has pointed out that North Korea's Lazarus Group is responsible for this, and they've been responsible for several major exchange hacks. And the attack was executed by manipulating the front-end interface to display a legit transaction while they were actually signing a different one, which was moving 401,000 Ethereum to an external address that they didn't know. Now, there's a growing trend in crypto hacks of targeting multi-sig cold storage solutions, and Safe is not the only one. CZ's warned that WazirX and FemX all had different multi-sig solution providers, so that demonstrates that these attacks are not provider specific, but it's a general problem with multi-sig cold storage solutions. So Benzo commended Ledger, Fireblocks, and Binance founder CZ for providing a lot of support when this hack happened. But there's a couple of lessons to be learned from this hack, right? So the first one is improved transaction transparency and mitigating these attacks through clear signing, which is a method ensuring that users can verify transaction details before signing. Second one is rethinking multi-sig altogether and moving to distributed MPC wallets. This offers superior signing security and distributing key fragments rather than relying on multiple signature providers. Third one is implementing multi-level transaction approvals, whitelisting approved wallet addresses. This is something I cannot believe such a huge exchange didn't have. I mean, there should be a list of approved wallet addresses that such huge transactions can go to. Having such a huge amount of crypto going to an unauthorized wallet address just doesn't make sense to me at this level. And then something that we've always talked about is hardware-based verification. But this has been discussed for many years in the crypto space. Fourth one is reducing reliance on exchange-controlled wallets by adopting off-exchange trading solutions. This means that large institutions can trade while keeping funds in segregated collateral accounts rather than in hot wallets. And then the last one is responding to the hacks, pausing the withdrawals and investigating thoroughly, which I think Benzo did perfectly, and he's being commended on his crisis management. And as ByBit's pointed out, their withdrawal and deposit levels have kind of stabilized now. But what does this teach us as customers? And I still think this underscores the absolute importance of self-custody. While there's that risk of you losing your keys, things like this will never happen under self-custody. And I think it's been repeated again and again, not your keys and not your coins. Lastly, what I want to show is the overall crypto market cap. Just before the hack, we were on about $3.27 trillion for the total market cap. By the time it was about 10 p.m. GMT, we were on about 3.13, and it has since recovered to $3.17 trillion. So we've actually, with this hack, we've lost $100 billion in crypto market cap, which is huge, but I think the market's recovered, and I think people are panicking when they shouldn't be. Well, that's all for the first episode of Retrospect. Hit like, subscribe, I'm going to have a lot more episodes coming.